Can we just talk about this precious little baby back here? He is so comfy. He is wide awake, staring at me like, Mother, leave me alone. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today is another Books and Brushes day. We are going to be talking about The Female of the Species by Mindy McGinnis. This is one of my favorite books of all time, and also probably one of the most impactful contemporaries I've read in a very long time. I am going to put a trigger warning. I do talk a little bit about SA because that was a big part of this book. Nothing graphic or anything, but I do mention it, and there's also some, killing involved in this book. But yeah, we're going to talk about it, and let's get started. So step one of this whole process, we are going to prime our eyelids. This is a makeup look that I did in high school a whole lot. And I just kind of elevate it and change it every so often. So that's what we're doing today with this, because this book is a high school kind of, I don't want to call it a drama. I mean, it is. It's a high school drama book, but it's so much more than that, because it's kind of, it's much more twisted and dark. And, like I said, it's kind of Euphoria if it wasn't rated R, like maybe more of a PG-13 version of Euphoria, minus some of the drug use. So I'm going to go in with a matte white under the brows for a little highlight, just with a fluffy angled brush all over the lid with this. And while we're here, you know what we're gonna do? My brow, I'm just gonna use some brow gel because of the wig. I don't want my brows to be too dark or too light. This is the Eye Method Volumizing Brow Gel in color 1. Up and then just over. Now we're gonna go into the crease with a matte neon green. This is my Tokidoki shadow, my tried and true. We're going to put this on a crease brush from e.l.f. I have had this for so long. I use it every time I'm doing something neon green for this. I used to do this with black in the crease, but today we're going with the neon green. This would go on my lid when I was in high school. So let's talk about the book, shall we? This book is by Mindy McGinnis, and I was really intrigued mostly by the title, because The Female of the Species is a very different name, and I thought like it might be kind of dark, and it definitely is. We start off, we are in the house of a man who is tied up, and this teenage girl is kind of narrating the story, and she's gonna kill this man because her older sister was found murdered in the woods, and I believe sexually assaulted. And so she doesn't think that her family got justice, because they didn't, because obviously he is not in jail. He is free, walking the earth, and she's going to take it into her own hands, and she does just that. So we know right off the bat she has killed someone, and now we're going through the motions of her living with a mom who has checked out. Her mom can't handle the pain of losing her child, as well as, coping with the fact that this man is out and in the world and could possibly hurt other people. And we really don't see a whole lot of the mom, but we do see our main character getting into a relationship with a boy, which she's never felt that way about any boy before. Taking a flat brush and going into this neon foiled shadow called Healing Heart from ColourPop. We're going to put this on the outer half of our lid. But she starts having feelings for this boy after she has essentially written off men because of what this man did to her sister. And we see her navigating those feelings, and at first I was kind of like, oh, this is going to be a love story, but it turns very tragic very quickly, and I won't spoil it because there's a lot that goes into it. But every character in this book has their own set of issues that they're working through, and they're heavy issues. Some have abusive parents, some party far too much. And she actually, I think she kills another person, and it's deemed self-defense because she stops another sexual assault, if I remember. I read this book a long time ago, but it's one that I have wanted to reread since I finished it. Now I'm going to go in with this pencil. This is a NYX pencil in tropical green, and we're going to fill in the area. We're going to fill in the rest of our eyelid with this packing brush and just start buffing and blending it out, spreading this color around. Now I'm going to go in with New Age, which is another foiled shadow. It's just a little bit of a light teal. We're going to go over top of that tropical green, just on the inner corner. But I think what makes this such a good book is, first of all, Mindy McGinnis is a writer who does so many different genres, and I think she masters all of them. But with this one, it kind of felt like A Promising Young Woman, where, you know, there's an injustice done, and whether it's your sister, it's your friend, whatever, I think there was a very special kind of rage that you feel either as a woman or just a person in general when your friend tells you that someone hurt them, someone did something unspeakable to them, and, you know, they're not getting justice for it. People don't believe them. There's so much shame around it. They feel like it's their fault. Like, there is a special kind of just fuel that adds to a fire inside of you if you're a decent person. And I think that is something that she captures so well in this book. I just threw some white in the inner corners. This look took a very different turn than I was expecting, but it's fine. I'm liking it a lot. Mascara and lashes time. Other than the absolute rage that I felt reading this book at points, I think it's cathartic in the sense that it's like, okay, this girl actually did what I've wanted to do to people before, and it just kind of satiates that feeling. But you also see her trying to move on, because it's about revenge, but it's also about grief, and, you know, that person's done, and you feel like you've completed that part of your healing where you're never going to see the person who hurt you and your family ever again. But also, you know, you have to live with that now. And I mean, I don't think she feels any remorse. And they address that too in the book, about her not feeling remorse for it and how that might be a deeper issue. And there's some stuff with her dad about him being like potentially having killed someone at some point and having rage issues, and he's not really in the picture. Lashes have been popped on. Now it's time for the face. We're gonna put primer. I think what makes this book special too is that when you think about reading a book about a high school experience, especially with these sort of very intense, dramatic happenings, you think of something like Pretty Little Liars or The Lying Game, where it's done in a way that's so ridiculous that you're like, okay, like, this did not happen. Where this one, you don't have to suspend your levels of disbelief because it's a very believable book. And you know what? I'm actually wearing this makeup to make other content, so I am going to set my foundation, which I haven't done in forever. This is the KVD Lock-It Translucent Powder. You're familiar. Now we're gonna contour. I'm just going into my e.l.f. contouring quad. Little contouring brush. Start building this. For blush, I'm just gonna use a bronzer. I don't feel like being very pink. I want to be kind of, you know, more of just like a nude, natural kind of sheen going on over here. And now we highlight. I am going to go in with a Bright Idea highlighter from NYX. A little bit on the tip of the nose, cheeks. I'm gonna dot it like this, and then we'll blend it. I want to smoke out under the eye a little bit, so I'm gonna take a smudger brush and this shimmery gray Super Shock shadow from ColourPop. They don't make it anymore, which kind of sucks because it is really pretty. It's from one of their Hello Kitty collections. Blending that on there. For my lips, I'm just gonna use this kind of orangey nude shade I have. And I'm gonna put a gloss on, but we're gonna put that on after the wig. So then I'm gonna set it with my 16-hour Infinite spray. So I'm gonna go throw my wig on, and then we'll finish with the lip gloss. All right, so here it is with the wavy green wig, which we all know is my favorite one of the moment, although I have been wearing my blonde a lot. And now for the lip gloss, this is the Poppin' Full Color Lip Oil from NYX. This is one of their Slip Tease lip oils. All right, so this is it. If you guys enjoyed this look, let me know down below. Let me know what other books you want me to talk about that I've read and do makeup looks for, or if there's ones I haven't read that you want me to read, let me know down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.